all the years you've been studying and playing, why do you come to Ross Carnegie? What's different about what I do? Or is there...
and who you are.
Okay.
And who you are.
Okay.
Because, as I said before, to me, you're an enlightened being. That means you know the truth of who you are and what you live your life in a true way. It's a spiritual connection that you have, and it comes through your music, and it comes through how you relate to people. So I just want to be around you because of that. Then there's all the richness that you bring to music, because you've been doing it for a long time, and you've forgotten more than I'll ever know. And it's so natural to you. You just start playing, and I can't resist. I want to play too. It's irresistible. So there's that. It's the spiritual thing and the richness that you bring, because it's part of your life, and you represent I don't know, a way of living, a way of life that's music. Do you know what I mean? Music and Ross are one and the same. You know, we need music. It's not something that we just want to have. I mean, you don't carry a picture around of your favorite building. You know, we have to have music. And some of us, I'm realizing that some of us are put on this planet to make music, because it makes it a more beautiful world. And you've been doing that your whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. What did you want to accomplish when you originally, a couple of years when you walked through the door?
I think I wanted to play tunes. But the other thing that happens when I study with you is, because you're so emotionally available, you're so free, that I'm starting to become freer too. You know? And I remember kind of crying during my first lesson, and you were cool, you didn't even notice.
You were crying?
I think because I was so happy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said, I could cry now. And you said at one time too, when you first heard Teddy Wilson play,
oh,
you went home
I cried like a baby.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know how I'm going to do that.
I said, I'll never be able to do it.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
We can beat each other up, you know. We beat ourselves up, you know.
It doesn't
Then
help.
we can't do that.
Yeah, and
He said, no, all you got to do is go home and practice. He put his arm around me and said, you can do it. You can do it. You know, he changed my life.
Yeah,
you know,
and you're changing mine. You're changing the whole world.
Give me confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes when we talk about what's going on in our lives, which is also part of the lesson, I believe, you're able to say something in 4 or 5 words. We don't have to dwell on things. You're able to sort of say something and turn it around, and we get with the music. We don't sit and make it a therapy session, even though the music is therapeutic, you know. We don't sit and talk about, you know, our problems or something like that. But I still feel that you hear who I am. Do you know what I mean? You get me.
And you feel that you want to study more, you want to teach, give more, more tools to give to your students.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's that too.
Yeah.
That I get inspired from being around you, and then I could pass that around.
Yeah.
It gets into my playing. I probably never played better than I was playing a couple of years ago when we first got going. I think so. I figure I'll get back to that place.
But you want to, but it makes you want to practice. It makes you want to do more. Makes you have the fire in to do more or to give more too. Right?
There's that.
Right.
And then because of the tools that I'm getting, that you're giving, I'm beginning to understand how chords work. When I hear something, I'm able to start to produce it and figure out where my ear wants to go more than I ever could before. That's really
your ear is
really
pretty
fun.
good. Your ear is
but that feels really creative. That's where the creativity lies for me. To figure out an arrangement of something, and you know what I want to play. I like that a lot. Yeah.
I'm always interested when people call me up and get on the phone. Well, I said, well, why did you call Ross? I want to know why. why they, because lots of teachers around, I want to know why they walk through my door, you know. So I'd just like to know that, so I could do more or less of certain things. Yeah, yeah. But it's a pleasure to have you and to share our musical ideas. We can learn from each other. It's a learning process. Oscar and Teddy and Art Tatum, they all learn from each other. Especially Teddy Wilson and Art Tatum. They gave each other information. They would play 5, 6 o'clock in the morning in different places. We miss that now. We don't have that. Everyone's doing things a little different now. But they used to have jam sessions around here in Holland to 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's also why you're so giving. That you grew up with music all the time.
Yeah.
Just giving music. It's great.